y'all, it's BJ.
It's Jane.
And this is
A Sip
and a Shot Shooter. We're back with our guest, Kelly. She killed it on our part 2 anniversary. That was such a great conversation.
Yeah, it was
great. We appreciate you, girl.
Thank you.
So our drink, Jane made something.
Whipped up something with no citrus.
With no citrus. And if you listen to the old episode, then you understand why no citrus.
Yes.
So, you want to tell us what's in it? You want to take the cheers first?
Let's cheers first.
Okay.
Because I don't know if it's going to taste good.
Cheers to the good.
Cheers to the bad.
Cheers to all the things we wish we had.
Clink, clink, clink. Interesting.
That's good. It's sweet.
It is sweet. I was like, so it's rum, 3 and some change shots of rum, because it's 3 drinks. I had to make 3 drinks. A little peach schnapps. It was just probably what's making it like super sweet. And then cranberry juice. And I didn't add any lime juice like I normally would. But yeah. Boom, there you go.
So I live in a box, and this is so embarrassing, but peach schnapps, is that liquor or is that just
Liqueur. So it's like sugary flavored liquor.
Liquor. That's alcohol in it.
Yeah, it has like 25% usually.
Oh, grandma, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Liqueur is just alcohol that has added sugar in it.
Perfect.
More. Yeah. Didn't put a lot. Trying to watch
our sugar intake.
Watch your sugar intake. I was like, okay. Good enough.
Okay, so we have our shooter. Kelly and I talked about it a little bit last week based on our Women Are Trash episode. So we'll let you take it from there.
I will. So I almost feel like this shooter could be titled "If I Knew Then What I Know Now."
Yes.
But so I'll just kind of frame it, and then I'll let Veronica tell her warped truth. But on Women Are Trash, they were talking about basically women trying to get over on men, and now we're in like the Cardi B era, the Saweetie, City Girls, like pay my bills, buy me Birkins, like take care of me, right?
Yeah.
And Veronica was like, I just don't get it. I grew up in Boys to Men and Cater to You and Jodeci and all my life, right? Going on and on about how different she is about this present generation. And I was sitting there thinking, because Veronica's like one of the most dope people I ever met, but I was like, something ain't sitting right with me about that comment. So I had a flashback. We were in college, and I don't know what restaurant we were at Fridays, some random restaurant, I can't remember.
Ruby Tuesday.
Maybe it was Ruby Tuesdays? We were at Ruby Tuesdays in college, and it was me, Veronica, definitely one other person, maybe 2 other people.
It was like 5 people there.
It was 5 people at the table, and this is important to remember. So we're at the table and we're eating. We were old enough to be drinking, or somehow we were getting drinks. It was just a good night. Like, we were just enjoying ourselves. We weren't limiting ourselves at all. We had appetizers, we had food, we had drinks. So it's time for the check to come, and we get a receipt. And on the back of it, it said, I have paid for you and all of your friends' dinner. I just asked that I can get your number. So I was at the table. The receipt was not addressed to me. There were 3 other ladies at the table. The receipt was not addressed to. The receipt was addressed to Cater to You, Veronica. I never in my life had been in a situation where a man was willing to not just take care of you, but the whole crew, just to get a chance to get your number and get to know you. So you have to understand my confusion and slight frustration when I hear you talking about this generation don't know.
In my defense of that, I didn't ask him for that.
Not at all.
I had never met him, and it was a very random situation. I didn't know how to handle it.
So you know that makes it even worse, because that means it's innate in you. You didn't even have to try.
It was only a one-time thing, because I don't know. Like I said, if you knew then what you knew now, I probably would have overlooked some things. Like being 21, dating someone with a receding hairline. That might have been overlooked. He didn't have good. I did go on a date with him. Like, we went to the movies. We went to
I didn't know you went on a date with him.
Yeah, we went to P.F. Chang's.
Of course.
He took me out. At 21, it's a certain kind of swag that you're looking for in someone. or just connection.
Back when we were 21.
Back when we were 21.
Good.
Because
Good.
now,
Good.
like, it don't matter.
No.
But it was the baggy, like, Janko jeans that just wasn't, you know, hitting it for me.
Yes.
But he was not. He was nice, but he didn't have conversation. Like, anyone I date has to be funny, has to be intriguing, has to, like, be able to go back and forth. And he just didn't do that. Yeah, I appreciated you taking care of me. And it was funny because I didn't know what to do.
No.
Like, I was sitting at the table looking at all of y'all, and y'all were like, what you about to do?
We was
like,
high-fiving each other. We couldn't believe it.
And I'm sitting here like, I gotta give you my number now at this point. Like,
So, 30-year-old Veronica is going to overlook a couple things for a man
Oh,
to pay
yeah.
bills.
Yeah. 30-year-old Jamie, are you overlooking things for a man who's paying bills? Ooh.
I don't know. You know, I would have to work on myself a lot. I would have to work on myself a lot.
You know.
Because you know how I am. Where I'm like, I don't give up. What she got?
Okay.
I'll read you up and down.
He was a nice guy.
Not bad.
He was a prophet.
Excuse me?
I didn't tell you that?
No.
A prophet of...
He was prophet. No, he was a prophet, but he was also like a pastor. Not a pastor, but like a minister, deacon. Like, he was somewhere in the church, but he said he was a prophet. And God told him to talk to me.
No.
I'm not overlooking that.
Are you serious?
I promise you.
Is this the same one who was like into stocks and stuff?
Yep.
So, to me, I don't remember what he looks like, but he sounds like the total package. So, but you were 21, and he was older, right?
Yeah, I think he was like 27.
Oh, that's
It
not
is?
bad.
No, like 30, like close to 30, because he, like, no, yeah, like close to 30. But 21 and 30 is, we're not going to say that that's not a difference.
Yeah. That is a difference.
That is a difference. So, 30-year-old Veronica is overlooking some things that 21-year-old Veronica was not able to overlook. What has happened in life to make you overlook those things? What is this different mindset now?
Certain things can be changed.
Okay.
And I think 21-year-old Veronica was not trying to, like, settle down. And she didn't have to try. Like, I could say 21-year-old, all of us. We didn't have to try for a conversation to, like, try to, like.
Yeah.
It was a chase involved with us.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I do.
And, like, we didn't have to work that hard. And I wasn't prepared to work that hard for one person when there was a multitude of other people.
You willing to work now? And how hard? And Jamie, that's a question to you too.
First of all, she asked you first.
I mean, for a mortgage payment, I can overlook a receding hairline.
Come on, dog.
Yeah, I mean, what type of bills you paying? I guess that is the question.
You fill up my gas tank every day. I went, yup. You want to fly me to Atlanta? I will. What you need? Yup. I
I feel
overlook
like
that.
that's my problem. I don't know. I got it in me. You try. Like, sometimes you be like, all right, I can do this. I can overlook things, and then you sitting there and looking at them.
This personality just was kind of like blah, but I could create a good personality. I can make that work.
And be happy?
I'll be happy on a plane when they say
What is happiness? Because I feel like paid mortgage is happy.
that's super happy. A new mantelpiece on your fireplace.
Elated.
Happiness.
This is a great time.
A
Good time.
stained deck.
Joy.
Joints. All the channels on that cable.
Excited.
Go ahead, ecstatic.
What else you got? An oil change.
And take care of it, please.
Please. Car wash.
Okay.
Wax.
Yeah.
Power wash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Lawn maintenance. If you can give me a lawn treatment.
Okay.
Do you want dinner tonight or
This is
I
gonna be
I made
such a great clip.
I made some peach
Lawn
cobbler.
treatment.
I can overlook some things.
Okay.
I heard a rattling in your car, so I bought you a new car.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I can overlook.
Yeah,
that.
I can overlook that.
I can
Yeah,
overlook things for that.
receding hairline. It don't even matter. It
Okay.
works.
Okay.
It worked. You know, it goes with his personality.
Okay.
He's quiet and doesn't know how to have conversation. That's fine. He knows how to swipe his card. Like, I can do that. You don't.
And I'm sorry, because I got a little lost in all of this. And this is somebody that we are thinking about really being with, or this is just a
benefits only.
benefits only temporary.
Sugar babe. Sugar.
Oh, are we
Baby.
talking about being a sugar baby?
Because that's what it seems like.
I wouldn't call it that. I wouldn't call it that.
What would you call it?
I would go on the vacations with him. All inclusive resorts.
Wait a minute now. Y'all talked about somebody being flown out, and the guy was expecting some stuff to happen. And y'all were like, what did you think was going to happen? He flew you out. So what are you doing on these vacations at whatever it takes?
If he
She ain't gonna overlook the D.
we all look the same with our eyes closed. So if you close your eyes,
it'll be fine.
it'll be fine.
And at this older age, you know what to do when you need to do it.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah, you need to take it. You know how to take care of yourself.
Yes,
So
yes.
I am fine. Yeah.
Jamie.
Costa Rica, girl, overlook Belize. He took you to Australia, and you're looking at the bridge, and you got like kangaroos hopping in the background. I'm doing these. That's fine. Woo!
That's fine. That's no problem.
It just, woo! It just makes me excited.
Jamie, what does he need to bring for you to overlook?
I don't know. I really be trying. I tried to overlook one time.
You tried to overlook.
But was he really like bringing that heat, or was he not even bringing enough heat over
I'm
there?
not even talking about him. This is a random dude met at the club. Even though when guys don't get guys in the clubs for free, that type of thing. Like he was like, go up there. I'll meet you up there. We're gonna buy you guys some drinks. It'll be fine. I just want to take you out to dinner. I was like, okay, cool. We go to dinner, and we're sitting there, baggy jeans, like a jersey on before jerseys came back. Jersey on before the jerseys came back, and I'm sitting there at dinner, and he's chilling with his like Mount New York nigga talking. He said he was a DJ in college in 1999. And I was like,
what, 2009?
yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. Yes. And he was like, you know, I can take you, da 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 da. And I was like, I've never seen this man again in my life.
So he's not even bringing the heat though.
But I'm sitting there thinking, like, okay, him, if he, like, yeah, I'll buy you a new car. Could I fake it enough? I don't know. Maybe 35-year-old me.
Okay.
But at 30, that's a stretch.
That's a stretch.
Okay.
35-year-old me probably be like, all right, whatever. Do your thing. Right now I can't. And I was probably 27 when this happened.
I was
like, oh, okay.
30-year-old unmarried you. What's your line? Unmarried.
See, and this is going to sound like this is a cop out, but I think it would still have to be some sort of connection. And don't laugh, because I don't want you to be rude, but I have never dated for looks. Twin.
Okay.
So I've never even. It would have to be a connection, because there's nothing you could do for me. I don't care how you look. Like, I have to have a connection. I'm trying to think if I ever had anybody who wanted to like take care of me financially, where I can even have a taste of what that would be like. I'm talking obviously pre-marriage. I don't even think that I would have an idea of what that would feel like.
I blamed my mom. I told my mom blamed her
For making you so independent?
Yeah. Because like I don't even know how to accept money from men.
I know.
And I think that might have been the
I
other
know.
issue with him. I'm like, I don't, like it's not, him paying for all of my friends was very nice, but it was not like, oh my gosh.
No, it wasn't.
Because it was fearful. Like, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
You know?
And what do you expect
What are you
to come out
expecting?
of this?
Yeah, from coming out of it.
Yeah, I think about that too. Like, I know a couple of women who always date like the same type of man. Like, they drive fancy cars, they have jewelry. And I'm like, how do you keep getting the same man? Because that's what they want, and they know what to put out there to get that. I've never been able to just be like wined and dined and spoiled. I don't know why.
Not at all.
That's what I want.
And that's what I think, like my guy friends, they've been like, we are taking you out. We are doing this. So when you do get there and somebody is willing to do this for you, you accept it instead of being like, nah, I can split it. I can cover it. I can take care of myself.
But even when they're willing to do it, it's still hard to accept.
It took me a long time.
It's hard to accept at certain levels.
Yeah.
Like a basic date where it's not like exceed. Like people like you need $200 minimum. I'm never gonna be that type of person.
Yeah, I know.
Like that's hard for me.
That's the problem. I think that's probably your
Well,
problem.
I'm not gonna say never. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, see, I've always been the type of person where, okay, well, if you get the food, I'll get the hookah.
Yeah.
Or something. And it's just like,
I'll pay the
just
tip.
get
Everything.
I don't understand that.
I don't know why that's so hard.
It's so hard. I don't get it, but
I'm gonna figure it out for both of y'all, and I'll let you know. I'll let you know there.
You're out of this. It's like you're done. You're great. That's great.
But
one day, just hopefully I figure it out.
Yeah, and I think for me, it'll be really easy to connect to the waves of the ocean when they hit the rocks outside of the resort. You can connect to that.
As long as I got service, we might be able to work some things out. I'm text the girls.
oh God,
Y'all,
this
it's really
is
getting on my
great.
nerves right now, but I'm very close to getting a new car. So I'm just gonna hold it together.
Be like, girl, we swam with the dolphins and the stingrays and some sharks. We went on a yacht. I can figure that out.
It'll
Like
be a
seeing
lot of
the
eye-rolling emojis from me. They'll be like, oh, here you go. I just want to have a nice time by the pool by myself. And he's walking up like a white chick. It's like, how you doing, white chocolate? Okay.
Wow.
See, then you'll be like, can you get my bag? I just need a little something. Thank you. That'll be enough. You know?
This conversation went in a total different direction, and all I'm thinking about is y'all episode "Women Are Trash."
Compost.
A total different direction.
I'm compost, not trash.
Oh
even
my
though,
gosh.
no matter what people try to tell me, Lorena Bobbitt.
Trash.
No, I'm trying to send the podcast a thing. I thought it said Lorena Bobbitt, but it says Lorena. I'm not actually, because that might be her real name.
Never mind. So we're gonna leave it at that. I'll check it. I will check it.
Anywho.
Well, thanks again, Kells.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome to the madness.
I see.
It's VJ.
It's Jay.
And this